Hello everyone. I am jumping in. I am super excited to be sharing this fabulous album, and it is an 8.5 by 8.5, and the spine is 1 3/4, and we are looking at pockets with booklets, and it is using 49 in Market's Art Options Alena. It is so pretty and so elegant and soft. So let's check it out. I very seldom do a plain front like this, but I have to tell you, I was pulling stash, which included this part of a chipboard that held chipboards in these sections, and I was pulling this piece out, and I ended up thinking, oh my gosh, if I could put prints behind and this, and then I thought, no, I'll pop this one up, fussy cut, and stick that piece behind. And I questioned putting a whole bunch more color maybe in the background, but when I saw this, I thought, oh my gosh, it looks so good, and I'm happy with it. So we have a beautiful cover. We have a fabulous fun side. And for this one, I did the back and left it plain. So fabulous, fabulous, fun, very simple, but very elegant front. Now let's see what's inside. Moving this over, we will go to page number 1. It's pockets with booklets, basically again. That's my favorite of all time, because we get to do so many fun things, and we also get to make sure that we have lots and lots and lots of photos, which I meant to count before I started, and I didn't. But if we count while we go along, then I'll add them up. How's that? Now, this here is kind of crooked, and it's because I just put a little few sticky dots and thought if they want to put a photo under, and if they don't, they can take it out. That'll be an option on this one. How's that? I used chipboard, which I Copic colored. And in this, now, this is the only page that is not glued down, and I will explain why. Fabulous fun layers to get the colors going on this with a beautiful print. Now, when we open, and the reason is, this is one of the fold-outs, expandables. So we basically are going to get 2, 4, we're going to get 5, 10 in here. Now, the reason I left it the way I did was, I wanted to not glue anything, because if we want to go horizontal and vertical, both horizontal, both vertical, the option is still there. So with that in mind, I would just write a little note what the options are. And that way, that's why it's kind of fun to know what kind of photos you take. I take them both ways, but I'm not sure about somebody that only is starting to take pictures at this point, whether they do that. So that's why this one is not totally glued together. But it's absolutely fun and lots of photos, and I'm going to mark that down. So we have 10. On this side, different colored, Copic colored chipboard, really nice, and sectioned off with different colors to pull some of this to there and add a bit more blue and coordinate. Now behind, I had a piece, and the butterfly stuck up in the corner, so that is perfect. There, move it over so you can see better. Now for this, I did buy the tags, and I threw some in, and I made 2 pouches. I call these little pouches. They're Velcro closed, and for this one, I did absolutely amazing fun rub-ons. They turned out so cute. I absolutely love that. So I usually put the corners in and this is where you are going to get at least 5 to 10 photos in here. I'll be generous and let's say 8 and 8 is 16. And then you have to remember, when you put these in, they're going to puff up a little bit. But if you want to throw in a couple more photos, I'm sure that we could stick some in. And I'm just going to float these cute little tags in there. So now let's flip. This is where I now changed color coding. Okay, from here to the blues. There was only so many blues available. So this is where I changed it up. Now I did a cute little ribbon and a fun little brad. And if you notice, this is on a fold here and it opens. And we have a really cute option here to add a photo, do some journaling, or a photo and journaling, a little bit of both. And this is the magnet. The magnet is stuck behind here and in here. You can hear it. Do you hear that grab on? You will be able to, let me see, I think I have another one just to sample. You should be able to put another batch in here and there. So, I mean, I'm saying I don't think you'll have a problem putting that many behind. Let me grab just a whole bunch of scrappy pieces. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now these are not, let's rip this one. I just want to see. I'm being nosy. See, it still holds. So I think we're going to be fine. If we at least get 10 and something over there is 11. And that's why I said, if we have at least 10 per page, you definitely are up to at least 60. How is that? Now, for this side, we have a fabulous, fabulous variegated pouch pocket. And for this one, I'm just going to grab this out. But I want to slide this so you can see. It's hard to see until I see in the screen here. Okay, so we decorated with the rub-ons up there. We used a die cut. And the die cut was used to cut this. And then, are you ready? Can you see where I cut it out? See the die cut? I then took the other portion and put it on here. So we now have the front of my book. So it turned out fabulous. I used the cutaway and started the front of my book. For this one, we went with background piece accent colors to pop. Now, a lot of these, I used the 12 by 12 collection of Alena, and I also bought the 6 by 8 pad, collection pad, and they had only so much width in them, so we definitely had to pull in some coloring, but I absolutely love it. I did fussy cut a flower and a butterfly to show that they pop off. This here is the amazing slots, and I only have one here handy, but I will show you. The slots go in each of the layers. Now the top one just fits that it goes to the top. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 slots. And I'm just going to demonstrate again. Let me grab 2 or 3 things here. Oops. Got one that's too long. No, that's better. Now that's 3, and 3 times 7 is 21. So if you put 3 in each, I would say even if we did 2 times 7 is 14, and I'm going to be, whoop, shaking my camera, sorry about that. I'm just going to put 14 for now. And over here, we decided at least 10. So that's going to hold lots too. And look how nice these are, how you can pick them out and hold them up and pass them around and then bring them back and then just slide them in. You also could slide some loose pieces in here. It still has options. Now this one I put the magnet on. Now on to the next section. This one is a combination of the blues and the fabulous, fun, creamy, peachy, all kinds of colors going on. Now, I've never done this before, but I put a magnet behind, only because this one I happen to go very thick on. And I just thought if it had a magnet, it would help. Now, I pulled in the blues here and over here on the other side, just to coordinate, and pulled the color scheme. But for this one, I popped more blue and a little more blue around the outside on the other side. So for this one, I decorated again with one of the shorter panels. So you definitely had to go with cardstock or leave it cream. And I didn't want quite that much cream popping out. This could have a journal section or a photo or a combination of both. Down here, I went with a pocket, which will hold all kinds of loose things, or we could make another booklet. And we also have this really cute opening, because you still will get 5, 6, and even if you had another 5, 6, I'm going to say 15. I think we could do 10, 15 in here. Now I'll put a number in there, just so that we can start adding things up. Now, sliding on over. This is the first time I'm sharing. Well, I shared one, but I didn't do a class on it. This one is a waterfall. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is 16, and 1 is 17, and 1 up here is 18. So I'm going to give us a low count to a high count so we can decide. Now what I did was, I had some pieces, and I did this and came up with the size of the section. Put some fun fussy cuts from the paper on here, and I put one slot, just one. And as long as the slot was deep enough to take the back piece to slide it in, you can open this one, and the last photo's missing because it's inside, but you can put it in like that. Turned out really, really cute, and I really like that idea. I did fussy cut there, and I added one of the little cutout tags on this one. And I'm just adding 10 with 1. So as I go slowly backwards, this is where we mixed a combination of the blue, peachy creams and things. Went to the blues with a pop of a darker shade of the peaches. And here we had a combo. A lot of it was more the softer shades, except for a little bit of the blues pulled in to these little pieces here. I think it turned out absolutely fabulous. And I'm guessing minimum 65, 70 to do 80, 85 pictures will fit in this fabulous, amazing book. And I want to thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy it. If you're interested in anything to do with my albums, be sure to contact me and we can chat about it. Have a great day.